Your neighbor's Ring doorbell just told the police exactly where you were last Tuesday at 3:47 p.m. You didn't consent. You didn't even know it happened. But right now, there are probably 15 to 20 cameras in your neighborhood recording every time your car passes by. And police are accessing that footage without a warrant. Last month, a client got pulled over 40 miles from home. The officer knew where he'd been for 3 days, not because they followed him, because Ring cameras tracked his entire route. I'm going to show you how this works, why it's legal, and how to stop it. The shocking reality. What's happening? Amazon Ring has a portal called Neighbors Public Safety Service. Police can request footage from any Ring camera in a specific area without knocking on your neighbor's door. Here's how it works. Police log into this portal, specify a date, time, and geographic area. Ring then sends a notification directly to every camera owner in that zone. Your neighbor gets a message. Local police are requesting footage from your area for an investigation. One click, and your movements are in police hands. They never have to tell you. You'll never know your neighbor handed over footage of you driving past their house. Right now, there are over 20 million Ring devices installed in the United States. In some suburban neighborhoods, there's a Ring or Nest camera on every third house. Some streets have even more. Do the math. Drive down a typical suburban street, you're being recorded by 6 to 8 different cameras minimum. Drive to the grocery store and back through your neighborhood, you could be captured by 30 different cameras without ever knowing it. And here's the part that should really concern you. Police don't need a warrant to access any of this footage. Not a single frame. Because it's not your camera, it's your neighbor's property. And your neighbor can voluntarily hand over footage of you, your car, your family, your visitors, all without your knowledge or consent. Why this is legal? The loophole. You're probably thinking, wait, isn't this a Fourth Amendment violation? Don't the police need a warrant to track my movements? Here's the brutal truth. The Fourth Amendment protects you from unreasonable government searches. But these aren't government cameras. They're private cameras owned by private citizens on private property. When your neighbor voluntarily shares their Ring footage with police, the Fourth Amendment doesn't apply. The Supreme Court has consistently ruled that you have no reasonable expectation of privacy when you're in public spaces or visible from public spaces. If you're driving on a public street, you can be filmed. And that footage can be shared with police without a warrant, without your consent, and without you ever finding out. The third-party doctrine. This falls under something called the third-party doctrine. Once you voluntarily expose information to a third party, in this case, your neighbor's camera sees you lose your constitutional privacy protections over that information. The Supreme Court established this principle in United States v. Miller back in 1976. The ruling said that if you give information to a third party, you can't later claim a privacy interest in it. So when you drive past your neighbor's Ring camera, you've technically been observed by a third party. That third party now has information about you. And that third party, your neighbor, can share what they observed with the police. It doesn't matter if you didn't know the camera was there. It doesn't matter if you didn't consent to being recorded. The footage exists and it's legally shareable. Real-world example. Let me tell you about a case I handled that shows exactly how powerful this surveillance network is. My client was accused of being at a specific location at a specific time. He said he wasn't there. He had a solid alibi, he was somewhere else entirely. But police pulled Ring footage from 8 different cameras along the route to that location. They tracked his car, street by street, camera by camera, timestamp by timestamp, and placed him at the scene. He had absolutely no idea any of this footage existed until we got to discovery. By then, it was too late to challenge. The footage became the centerpiece of the prosecution's entire case. That's the invisible power of this network. You don't know you're being tracked until it's used against you. How police access footage. 3 methods. Police have 3 ways to get your neighbor's camera footage. Method 1, direct requests. Police log into Ring's portal, create a request for a specific area and time. Ring notifies every camera owner in that area. Police are investigating a hit and run. If you have footage from Tuesday, please share it. 1 click, done. Police now have footage of every car, including yours. Method 2, emergency requests. Ring allows police to request footage without user consent in emergencies. What's an emergency? According to Ring, imminent danger of death or serious injury. Police define what counts. Once Ring hands it over, they notify the owner after the fact. By then, you've already been tracked. Method 3, geofence warrants. Police go directly to Ring with a warrant for all footage in a geographic area. Ring hands over footage from every camera in that zone. Could be 50 cameras, could be 200. Your car shows up in the background, you're now in the investigation data. And here's the worst part. Once police get this footage, they can keep it forever. That footage of you driving to work could sit in a database for years. If you ever become a suspect in anything, police can go back and track your historical movements. Why you should care? Not about guilt. Some of you are thinking, I don't commit crimes. Why should I care if cameras see me? Because surveillance isn't about guilt. It's about power. And the power to track someone's movements without their knowledge is the power to control their life. Let me give you 3 real examples of why innocent people should be very concerned about this. Example 1, the pattern problem. You drive past the same Ring camera every single day on your way to work. Same route, same time, predictable pattern. Police start investigating something in that area and pull footage. Your car appears in the background repeatedly over weeks or months. You're not a suspect, but your pattern is now documented in a police database. If something happens on that route in the future, a crime, an incident, anything, you're automatically on the list of people who match the pattern because you're a regular there. I've seen this exact scenario. A client drove the same route to work every day for 2 years. A crime occurred on that route. Police pulled historical Ring footage, saw his car there repeatedly, and said, "We see your vehicle here all the time. Can you explain why you're always in this area?" Suddenly, an innocent daily commute becomes suspicious behavior. Example 2, the misidentification. Police are looking for a silver Toyota Camry involved in a hit and run. You drive a silver Toyota Camry. A neighbor's Ring camera caught a silver Camry speeding away from a crime scene at 11 p.m. Was it your car? No. But now you're being questioned because camera footage put a car that looks like yours in the area at the time of the incident. I had a client who spent 18 hours in interrogation because Ring footage showed a car similar to his near a crime scene. It turned out it wasn't even the same model year when they finally did a detailed comparison. But by the time they figured that out, he'd already been through hell. He'd missed work, hired an attorney, and had his life turned upside down. Example 3, the permanent metadata. Even if police don't use the footage against you criminally, the metadata exists forever. Your car was logged at this location at this time. That data becomes part of a permanent record. That data can be subpoenaed in divorce cases to track where you've been, in custody battles to question your parenting, in civil lawsuits to establish your whereabouts. Once it's captured and stored, it's out there permanently. You can't delete it. You can't control who accesses it later. How to protect yourself. 7 steps. Let's be honest, you can't stop neighbors from having Ring cameras, but you can make it much harder for police to track you. Step 1, obscure your license plate legally. Some states allow anti-glare plate covers that reduce reflection. They're designed to reduce headlight glare, but as a side effect, they can interfere with camera clarity at certain angles. Check your state law. They must keep the plate readable to the naked eye. Step 2, vary your route. Don't take the same route every day. Mix it up. Leave at different times. Break the pattern. Makes it much harder to build a timeline of your movements. Step 3, know your neighborhood cameras. Notice which houses have Ring or Nest devices. Ring doorbells have a blue LED. Nest cameras have visible lenses. Know where cameras are. Make informed route decisions. Step 4, talk to your neighbors. Ask about their camera sharing policies. Do you share footage with the police when they request it? Some always cooperate. Others never share without a warrant. Knowing this helps you understand your surveillance risk. Step 5, use privacy-focused parking. Park away from doorbell cameras when possible. Visiting someone with a Ring doorbell? Park on the street, not the driveway. Street footage is harder to timestamp and attribute. Step 6, disable vehicle tracking. Many modern cars have GPS and cellular connections that log your location. Check your vehicle's privacy settings. Turn off data sharing with manufacturers. Some share location data with law enforcement. Step 7, consider legal countermeasures. If you believe you're being unlawfully surveilled, consult an attorney. In some cases, excessive surveillance can be challenged as harassment. You have rights. Use them. The uncomfortable truth: this surveillance network is growing, not shrinking. More Ring cameras are installed every day. Police partnerships are expanding. The legal framework allows this. Technology enables it. The public accepts it. You cannot completely opt out of being filmed in public, but you can understand how the system works and minimize your exposure. This isn't just about Ring and Nest. This is about the future of privacy in America. When every doorbell is a camera and every camera is accessible to law enforcement, we're living in a surveillance state. Not the future, now, today, in your neighborhood. If this just opened your eyes to how police track you through doorbell cameras, subscribe right now. I break down surveillance tactics and constitutional rights that protect you in the real world. Hit the bell because the next video covers how police use your phone's location data, and it's even more invasive. This is educational content only, not legal advice. Laws vary by state. For your specific case, consult a licensed attorney in your jurisdiction. Nothing here creates an attorney-client relationship. The surveillance network is already in place. Your neighbor's cameras are already recording you. Police already have access. But now you know how it works. Knowledge is power. Stay informed, stay protected, stay free.